Konnichiwa minasan, selamat datang ke sesi kolaborasi STOMACHOFCHAOS bersama laman pop culture sukarman BUZZPOPTV. Saya Kuda Mahrizu dari laman blog STOMACHOFCHAOS.com bersama para panelis dari BUZZPOP akan memberi reaksi dan ulasan siri anime Overlord musim keempat episod 11 berjudul Hari Megura Seta Wana Well Prepared Traps yang disiarkan di laman streaming Aiki pada hari Selasa yang lepas. So, bersama saya malam ini kita ada Anri Alwi, anime sensei, BUZZPOP and master of culture, and he is still the isekai waifu hunter. How are you today?
I'm Hachama. Salam, Salome, and konnichiwa to everyone. I'm doing okay. How about you all?
Fine, thank you. And Shaz looks apa ni cakap? Sedated.
Tengah try nak control ni.
Tengah control ni. So basically itulah I was wondering, you told me that day you watched Licorice Recall, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yes. Aku pun layan juga. Because semalam was the episode 12, the penultimate episode. And,
Penultimate.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about it in a couple of words?
Okay. I enjoy watching Licorice Recall. If you're going to say me this is one of the best anime shows of this season, I agree. 12 episodes in. But here's the thing, the lineup for this season is not that strong compared to some years lah. Yeah. And Licorice Recall, it's basically, to me, right, it's a diet noir. Noir is an anime show that came out in the 2000s and it's done way better. Two girls with guns fighting an organization with a whole lot of the guns. And it's 26 episodes long, not 13 episodes like Licorice Recall. So there's a lot of character building, storytelling, world building. So if you enjoy Licorice Recall, watch Noir. It's a much better show.
Nice. Kepada penonton di rumah yang mungkin tak pernah dengar judul anime ni, ini satu daripada anime dalam summer season yang dibikin A1 Pictures. Ini sebuah original anime dan bukan based on the manga, ditulis oleh Asaura dan character design by seorang pelukis manga bernama Imigimuru. Director dia ada Chichingo, it's his directorial debut, but then again he's been involved in a lot of A1 Pictures punya anime seperti Sword Art Online, Working dan To Love Ru. Anyway, Shaz, how are you today? Kaki Anime dan Gundam Meister, and no other additional names for you.
Kaki anime tu cukup.
Tak apa.
Doing well. Today hujan banyak, so it's very new day.
Okay. Sini pun mendung juga, but aku pun start studio ni pun lambat. I had to do thing boring thing like menjemur laundry. So we were talking about one of the animes that Andri was watching, and I heard you finished this particular show, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, yang currently available in 10 episodes dekat Netflix.
Netflix,
yeah. Yeah, so what are your thoughts on it? I've only watched 2, but aku tengok apa pasal dia trigger yang buat. I've never played the game.
You don't need to play the game to enjoy the thing. Tapi
agree.
Cerita ni is very 18 plus lah.
Yeah.
Dia banyak adegan yang takkan dipersetujui oleh ibu bapa.
Betul.
Kalau you rasa you hebat, nak tengok dengan dia orang, sila lah. Okay, but other than that, adult discretion warning. Dia punya cerita was very reflective of how the game is supposed to be. I mean, I've never played the game.
Oh, I thought you played the game.
I never played the game, but here's the reason. Okay. Aku ikut dia punya development all the way to the launch. And somewhere along the line, aku punya PC mati. And I never restored the PC or got a new one because dengan hobi lain. So in the end, I never got played 2077. And bila tengok the disaster or that was launch day, I'm like, kinda glad I didn't play. Maybe I think another 1 or 2 years or in the next few months, kalau aku do end up buying a PC yang baru, yes, then I'll play. But I've seen enough of dia punya law and dia punya world building to say that jangan spoil ending kan.
Jangan risau. Kami bukan live stream
saya ni orang yang boleh saya takkan cakap tak ada spoiler lepas tu tiba-tiba bagi spoiler. Aku pernah kena.
Adakah dia?
Anyway. Dia macam ni. Kalau kita tengok contoh kan. Kalau katakan tiba-tiba ada satu cerita baru menunjukkan Superman kan. He'll be fighting the worst enemy he has ever seen before. An enemy that can destroy worlds and everything. Lepas tu benda tu serius. Lepas tu kau cakap, nanti jangan risau. Superman will get his vengeance. So kalau kau cakap Superman akan dapat dia punya vengeance, means dia akan kalah lah kan. So that is a spoiler lah. You know, kadang-kadang kau tak boleh mention sangat. You should not say anything. Just to spoiler. Secara tak langsung. So anyway,
just kejap je. Iqbal tadi, I think he's referring to a comment on the chat that actually says something. So seperti
ya ke?
Tapi tak apa. Tapi guys, I tahu korang excited. Inilah masalah je bila streaming service bagi 10, 11 whatever episode satu shot. And then you get people, tak salah diorang, but you know, you get excited, this happened, and then come on man, macam saya pun baru tengok 2 episode. But okay, anyway, Syaz, you wanted to end your
I know initially you mentioned nak buat as a reaksi satu ayat, but I think we can break it down a bit lah. Okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
The colours are very striking. It's just like the game. Actually. Very neon bright. Mata kau akan like. Dia punya art style and dia punya character design and everything is very crisp. Okay. Dia punya pacing laju. So aku tak agree sangat on the pacing because I feel like there was enough material for 3 seasons.
Because you finished it. Because actually when I watched the first episode, aku rasa asal the first bit ni a bit draggy, but then again I can see why, but after that but I got a few more episodes to watch anyway. I see.
I'm not going to comment whether there's going to be a potential for season 2 or season 3 or season 4. But based on what we have alone aku rasa macam tak cukup. As in that aku nak lagi ke tau. Macam like orang bagi kau steak mahal tau, tapi steak mahal kiri. So macam like, I want more steak. So dia like
sorry,
it could have been into 3 seasons based on dia punya ni.
I think among us three, I think I'm the only one who actually bought and played the game. I can tell you even though I haven't watched the anime yet, I can tell you that the anime is probably better than the game because the game is incomplete game. It's very buggy. It's very banyak sangat problems lah. Let me tell you that lah.
Apa yang buat game ni? Which game developer?
Cyberpunk 2077.
It's one of those European companies. I check. I'm not sure what
CD Project Red.
Something like that.
Which made Redemption 2.
And to say about Shazkan, why it's so fast paced, and you said even though this is 1 season, you see the potential to have 3 seasons, right? Maybe it's because like the game kan, you have like 3 paths to choose from. You can choose from the Renegade, the Wasteland Rider, and the Corporate Flunky now. So maybe yeah. 3 paths.
Tak pernah aku dengar orang tengok half speed. Terror sial.
So maybe that's maybe season 2 will be a different protagonist from a different path playthrough lah.
Anyway, we're trying not to make this a cyberpunk bedah session, but just wanted to see what you guys were watching and that kind of thing. So untuk makluman anda yang belum pernah mengikuti sesi ulasan kami, perbincangan kami akan mengandungi spoilers yang berkait dengan episod ini, dan juga kepada anda yang menonton sesi ini setelah live stream ini berakhir, sila langgan kepada laman YouTube STOMACHOFCHAOS dan BUZZPOPTV supaya anda tidak ketinggalan untuk menonton live stream kami yang akan datang, dan jangan lupa tekan butang like, actually tenyeh butang like seperti biasa, share the video if you like it dan subscribe. So sebelum kita ke segmen reaksi satu ayat malam ni, Anri, you better sit down properly. Malam ni berikut adalah segmen 5 berita pendek anime terkini. I'm going to do the rapid fire news bites. Yes. Kano Kari atau Kanojo Okarishima's museum ketiga dah di greenlit by the studio despite the dumpster fire that the story is overall. Next news is Kono Bisku Doru wa Koyosuru atau my dress up darling Kisekoi. Museum kedua dah greenlit by Cloverworks. So dua-dua projek ni tak tahu lagi bila tapi dah greenlit ya. Seperti kita tahu Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 is coming out next year. The studio dropped the key visual untuk musim 2 yang akan disiarkan tahun depan. Semua ni daripada official Twitter, so bukan laman-laman palatau ya. So jangan risau. I think ni antara berita yang best sekali minggu ni. Saya tak main adalah Genshin. Anime telah di greenlit dan dikeluarkan oleh studio Ufotable, so people are going bonkers about this.
Bro,
I still haven't played Genshin, but because of the fact it's a gacha game, but Munif has been telling me, main je.
Bro, that game has like 80 waifus tau. If they animate like 10% of that, apa dah is a hit already lah. It's confirmed.
Dia baru animate yang kontot tu. Apa nama dia? What's her name? Paimon. Itu baru.
Paimon adalah
makanan.
I don't know kenapa she got that name, but they call her food.
Yes.
Because they want to kick her. Anyway, berita yang nombor 5 terakhir. Baru berakhir Kyoto International Manga Anime Fair atau KyoMAF berlangsung baru ni di Kyoto, di Miyako Mess di Kyoto pada 17 dengan 18 September. Basically diorang showcase macam-macam lah daripada manga, anime dan juga merchandise seperti mainan dan sebagainya. And relevant to today's session is that there's a massive life-size statue of Ainzol Gun on his throne. So siapa yang terasa nak jadi albedo, nak duduk atas riba dia, tak tahulah dia bagi ke tak nak tangkap gambar kan. Because tu ada lekuk tu boleh duduk atas dia kalau nak.
Wait, that is the actual statue?
That's life size.
Oh.
It's not toy.
Mungkin kalau kau cosplay kau boleh lah.
Mungkin lah kalau terasa nak jadi albedo kan. Tapi itulah, tanpa berlengah masa, mari kita mulakan perbincangan episod 11 malam ini dengan reaksi satu ayat. Ta-da-ta.
Ada.
Okay. So, reaksi satu ayat daripada saya malam ini adalah I'll try not to call the rain again since it's raining in Malaysia at the moment. Siapa dia itu berbaju platinum? Katakan padaku dari manakah dia? So, apakah reaksi satu ayat anda? Tak apa lah, daripada UK. Bring you more rain, man. So, Shaz, what's your reaksi satu ayat on today's episode?
Hamba. Because the fight was very boring. The promised fight was not there. Macam like,
kan?
Kau pilih jalan ni lah. Aku macam like, alah.
Kan, aku rasa fight yang kita tengok dekat episod dekat Inaro tu rasa macam lagi best. Walaupun pendek. Yeah. I think because aku rasa mungkin
the character was not who I thought it would be. It was like, you took this route instead
yeah.
And then the Ainz was like, okay, I'm pretty sure this Ainz is the other guy.
Yeah, we'll talk about this Ainz next. So Shaz, Anri, your reaksi satu ayat untuk episod ni.
My reaksi satu ayat, I have actually two lah. Satu tu elok, satu tu tak elok. The first one is deception, elok. And the tak elok, I don't know if you want to hear it or not, so I'm going to keep quiet lah.
Yep.
But it's basically you lying motherfucker.
Yeah. Tapi kita nak juga ada reaksi daripada penonton, tapi just slightly menyimpang tapi related to our previous session. Muhammad Yasir cakap sebab main karakter pernah pancing dapat dia dari sungai. Oh ya ke?
Oh, I'm not.
Kesian. Apa ni?
That's the Genshin Impact lah.
Yeah.
Ya. SE7 Syaz, tapi dia berbaloi lah dapat plot twist.
SE7. Sekejap, apa ni?
7.
Oh,
Sorry.
I think dia ni.
Cyberpunk.
2077.
Oh,
Yeah, memang I watched the entire thing from start to end. Cuma I feel like they could have milked it better lah. Itu je.
Itulah.
Because it just feels way too fast. Macam like, aku nak lagi lah. Kenapa kau buat 10 episod je babi?
Oh, ya Allah. Ni. Menunjukkan betapa uncle-nya saya. Dan I don't want to speak for you guys. Setuju. Muka Syaz not very impressed.
Tak, sebab because nak kata macam ni, it takes a certain mindset untuk kita masuk the lead punya style. Then the budak-budak
Nick pandai budak WeChat.
I mean I didn't expect it was a WeChat punya language. Because I thought there was a typo, kan? It's like, because we are discussing Cyberpunk 77. So mungkin code dia tengah like, there's some secret code ke apa ke. But, because also I was thinking it could be like, episode 7 or something.
Naik demam lah.
Sabar.
Aku punya kemahiran baca language budak WeChat ni, mungkin out of rating of 10 mungkin 5 atau 6 je. Boleh lah, which is quite amazing. Considering aku tak pakai WeChat.
Because I guess you can figure it out using common sense. But then tadi kepala tak betapa clued in.
Kita tak jangka.
Itulah. Anyway, so setelah kita belajar satu ayat baru dari vocabulary WeChat, sekarang kita akan ke segmen pertama malam ini. Albedo, please save me.
Ada.
Yes. Tadi mula tadi aku silap pasang memanggil Allah overlay. So, actually this is not the one I want to pasang first. As usual, saya nak buat pendek sangat, because satu aja, seorang je yang nak buat. Seiyu trivia malam ini. Demiurge atau Demiurgus, Floor Guardian Aras ke-7, Ketua Pertahanan Nazarik yang mempunyai tahap kepandaian dan pemikiran strategik yang tinggi compare dengan NPC lain. Seiyu dia Kato Masayuki. Pada mereka yang pernah menonton VV Fluoride Ice Song, beliau menyuarakan watak Kaikawa Yoichi. Dan kepada peminat Food Wars, Shokugeki no Soma, dia one of the judges lah, Saotome Seishu. So unfortunately, bila makanan tu sedap, Anri dia pun baju terbang.
Yalah.
Tapi
Dia naik organism.
Sorry.
One interesting fact about voice actors and actresses dekat Jepun ni, some of them actually look like the characters they are voicing tau. Aku tak tahu macam mana dia dapat tu.
Macam dia Demiurgus tadi kan, muka spek, muka dia pun pandai.
Kan macam like muka lonjong, ada spek. Siapa ni? Karakter Ainz pun tak silap aku dia sama dengan karakter human dia kan. The player punya karakter kan. Tak silap aku.
Oh, the player punya karakter, aku tak pernah tengok muka dia because he's hidden behind his VR, because I've never watched the video anyway. I couldn't find the video.
Itulah. Tapi yang one of the ones yang aku ingat sampai sekarang nak tergelak-gelak kan is My Hero Academia, ada karakter nama Ida.
Yes.
Muka
He looks
sebiji,
like, yes.
sharp, white. And it's not even in cosplay tau. Dia dengan baju biasa, muka sebiji. Macam like, wow. Memang you can literally see.
Nick tambah, uncle semua confused doh.
Dia ingat uncle 2 tu bukan bahasa WeChat ke? Online
tahu.
Tahu yang ni tahu. Tapi setuju tu is new to me lah.
Anyway, back to tonight's programming. Anri, we're going to start with you first. Di waktu Raja Ramposa III berada dalam tahanan istananya sendiri under house arrest, baginda kelihatan resah. Pada pendapat anda, apakah tindakan yang patut diambil baginda setelah merasakan yang anak andanya Raja Zanak telah barangkali menemui ajal? Silakan.
Actually, I feel sorry for the king lah. Because at this point kan, what he does kan makes no difference tau. If he stays, he dies. If he escapes, he'll be either dead or live in obscurity lah. Macam he will never be king in another place again lah. All pengikut dia kan has fled to save their own skin lah. And this is actually his fault juga lah. He's a good man, but he's a bad king. A good king would never tolerate that big of a power faction in his court lah.
Yeah, I guess like a good king needs to sometimes do the most difficult things lah. I guess that people don't like and that kind of stuff.
Because at this point kan, the only thing he can do kan is make Rhaena the heir to the throne. Because she's the only child left, but there's no country to rule over. So what's the point?
Itulah. Any thoughts, Syaz? I mean, kalau kita tengok pun, dia pun macam give up. He was telling he's the guy that you pun lari lah, tak apalah. You belah lah. Yeah. Anyway,
I think this part is the part yang menyebabkan the entire episode rasa hambar. Anak dia rela berjumpa dengan ketua musuh. Minta, boleh tak jangan lawan? Can or not? Face to face tau. Against a guy who has destroyed 100,000 soldiers with a single spell. Dia berani naik kuda pendek tu. Jom minum teh. Macam like, wow. The guts on him kan. Itu Mamat ni macam like, aku dah kecewa. He cannot even decide for himself to run away. So, bila kau tengok this part, secara tak langsung, kau punya emotion kau pun dah bosan tau. Kau akan rasa sebiji macam Ains. Macam like, kau nak segar dia pun macam like, I don't feel happy killing you because it's taking up my time to kill you. It doesn't even feel good.
I see. Yeah.
So, secara tak langsung, this scene impacted the whole episode punya ni. So, we're like, fight time! Bila fight time, so, that's why it got hambar.
Itulah.
It's not a very bad thing lah, but it was like, wasn't as exciting as I was hoping for lah.
Itulah. And kita go to the next question, Jalid, dan soalan yang seterusnya is actually for you. Apakah tujuan, as you can see from the overlay, tujuan amputatif Kokodol yang sebelum ini berada di dalam tahanan Reaksi dibebaskan oleh ahli 8 fingers yang lain? Because I think one little thing that probably either forget or whether they didn't show us because lepas, was it season 3 or season 2 yang masa 8 fingers kena tibai dengan Sebastian tu kan? They got arrested. They got arrested by Reaksi, and then before this war happened, when Nazarick declared war, they actually pergi kat all the prisons and conscripted the banduan, which reminds me, that's a recent thing that's happened like this. Was it the real war in Russia or is it another film where they go to the jail because tak cukup askar? So in the confusion, the 8 fingers managed to lepaskan Mamat. He used to be in charge of slave trading and human trafficking. So bersama mereka kelihatan sejumlah penduduk kota di Raja Reaksi dibawa sekali ke Nazarick juga. So dua soalan. So why was he dibebaskan? And nombor 2, pada pendapat anda, apakah nasib? Benda ni guesswork. I don't even know the answer is, because I'm a bit worried because apakah yang nasib menanti mereka, baik atau buruk? Because are they being chosen, 1,000 of them, to escape to because kesian, atau are they going to be fed to Demiurgus punya kambing project, or albedo Nigredo fondling babies or whatever?
First kali aku tak tahu what is the motive of freeing Kokodol ni. Kalau memang dia punya teammates yang rescue him, it's quite clear lah. He used to be one of them. So it's like there's an opportunity to rescue him. Why not? Because I don't think it's the Ain's punya faction yang release him. So it was just there was an opportunity. They rescue him.
I think it's the Eight Fingers yang rescued him, because as you can see masa starting tu kan dia duduk atas lantai kan, and all 4 members of the Eight Fingers were actually looking at him. But when they were transported initially to Nazarick kan, macam depan City Hall tu, so aku risau diorang ni 1,000, this 1,000 people, are they now going to be lega?
1,000 tau, it's 100,000.
Is it? Okay.
Aku tak ingat.
Tak sure
Maybe
lah, tapi
somebody can fact check.
Anybody dalam ni
orang ni ramai.
Yeah. I saw the translation from my end, and it says 1,000 at the house. Could be more elsewhere, but I think they were transferred to Nazarick, not because to be sent to the sheep farm lah. Kan during the talks earlier, right, yang Ainz katakan we're conquering part of the kingdom kan, yang yang tempat pertama control tu, what's the name, Estais not the capital. It's going to be an experiment whether we can actually control human population. So I'm thinking that he's probably just select a portion of the humans to be conquered, so that one he can conduct an experiment, so the floor guardian yang tak suka humans kan can actually accept them. Okay, they are not us, they are our subjects, our operation, our stuff to play with for now. And for other floor guardians yang suka manusia kan, macam Nigredo nama dia, Nigredo dengan Estonia yang suka humans kan. So even Sebastian kan, he likes human. He's actually dating one right now, that slave girl.
One thing I've been conflicted is because Nigredo cakap dia suka diorang baby saja, tapi I can't remember.
After doing so, they nak bunuh.
So whether or not she like let them go, or somebody in the chat says no, she kills them. But at the same time, she's telling Ainz like manusia perlu evolve. So kalau kau bunuh budak-budak, how are they going to evolve?
That's the thing,
You've killed them already.
Like I said, this is dark comedy. They're just shitting over their own words and actions. So, but that's why I think lah, he's doing it to satisfy both parties in the faction lah. The pro-humans and the non-pro-humans.
Anyway, kita ada soalan daripada penonton, in a way that kind of I've got a little nota extra untuk kita discuss. So first question is yang benda hitam bisik pada shelter di bawahan dia is a shadow demon. I think you could see this shadow demon now and then in the previous seasons. Masa diorang pergi I think masa yang, for example, masa Albedo pergi banquet yang ada that idiot bangsawan Philip tu kan. That's one. And the next question is also by Catherine the Great, which is kemana dia teleport where did because suddenly dia jadi tolak ke atas. So kemana mereka teleport tak faham sangat. So basically I'm going to show you, because she did mention it. Kita kena dengar apa dia kata, because dia kata aku nak bagi kau jumpa lipas. So this is Kyo Huko. Kalau hari tu kita jumpa Neuronis Painkill kan, dia ni pun worst 5 juga. So Kyo Huko ni actually aku lupa, it's either that or I fell asleep when I was watching season 3 in this episode, because masa episode 7 season 3 penampilan Kyo Huko kali pertama di anime bersama Neuronis Painkill, kita boleh tengok di season 3 episode 7 sewaktu Ainz nak uji pertahanan Nazarick dengan menjemput kumpulan pengembara dari Reaksi dan Barun. Come, there's lots of stuff. In the end, they kill everybody. Lipas kan? Yang tuta lipas tu. So dia ni area guardian, abang kawasan di satu tempat ke Aras 2 nama Black Capsule dengan geng-geng lipas dia orang. Dia punya seiyu dia nama Kamiya Hiroshi. He is Araragi from Monogatari.
champion.
Tapi tengok sebelah dia. Siapa lagi dia buat?
Oh please lah.
Levi, Anchorman. So, Mamat ni aku pernah tengok dia. Aku suka tengok YouTube about Seiyus and he's well known lah. In fact, he does a lot of other stuff lah. But I just pick these two because the most well known franchises lah. Nak tengok ada lagi komen-komen baru yang ada benda hitam. So basically kalau kepada yang siapa yang ikut Overlord macam with a keen eye, kalau perasan Kokodol kata, are you the same what's her first name? Hilma Signius. Because kan kalau kita tengok balik season 3 masa mula-mula kita diperkenalkan dengan ahli Eight Fingers ni, they look a bit better. But diorang ni semua muka macam dah kurus, macam dah
tak cukup makan. Pasal apa? Because diorang dah kena the treatment by this lipas fella, this Kyo Fuko. So basically because Kokodol is the only group member of the Eight Fingers yang belum kena baptized. So Shaltia, come. You gotta get. In fact, the other members macam dah pasrah pergi. Sama. Dia dah redo.
Oh sorry, redo.
Because kalau he goes through the same treatment that they went through, that means dia takkan mati.
Yalah, dia takkan mati. He's gonna be.
Tapi he wish he's dead lah, but dia takkan mati.
The treatment kan, what I got from the light novel readers cakap kan, I don't read the light novel, but I did interact with some of them. They told me that the treatment is basically in this case they will be sent to this guy's punya floor pocket dimension. Dia punya ground is all insect tau, dia punya lipas.
Yes.
And what they do kan is the lipas will eat them. They will not eat dari tangan dulu. Dia akan masuk dalam mulut dulu. And then they will eat the lidah, pipi, and then go inside. And then that's how they will feed them. The lipas will get feed and he would cast full heal sampai dia tak boleh mati tau.
Itulah.
So that's why Himang semua kan dia dulu pucat sikit kan because they lost their appetite. Everything they taste now is cockroach tau.
Cockroach throat.
Yeah. And they do this for like what 2 weeks, so dia takut belok lah. So that's why they're so loyal, so fearful.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, Rubika is correct. It is actually the fake Nazarick. Remember they built this other Nazarick. That's where they were first teleported to. But betul. Tapi masa Kokodol kena tarik piat telinga tu, dia pergi
real Nazarick.
The real Nazarick to have some lipas action. Dilipaskan. Kipas lipas. First time watching this type of live stream, then so siok to hear. Terima kasih Norazlina. Hope to see you again next time. For other borak.
Kita tak sembang pasal lipas lah masa tu.
Aku lipas tak kisah. Aku cicak tak boleh. Aku lipas no problem. Aku boleh. Okay, hello. Aku tak takut pun. Cicak tak boleh. No cicak for me.
You know it's funny that he actually played the role of Levi, the clean folk in Attack on Titan kan. Tapi jadi lipas apa dekat Overlord tau. It's funny as hell.
Yeah.
I think the irony is not lost on the Seiyu lah.
Yeah.
Yes, but karakter dia small character kan, from a vocal lines perspective. So like, okay lah, 2-3 hari dia kerja siap.
Anyway, so yes, thank you kepada penonton di rumah yang memberi komentar dan juga mengutarakan soalan. Okay, so seperti biasa, so sekarang kita ke segmen ulasan seterusnya lah. Okay.
Ada.
Anyway, so sekarang kita ke bahagian kedua. kita ke bahagian 2. Aku terbawa ke depan sangat. So, this is the middle bit which you found a bit disappointing, which I kind of agreed. So we're gonna start with Shaz actually. Aku panggil kau because ada robot. Aku pilih soalan ni pasal ada robot. Tapi aku tahu kau akan sedikit disappointed. Tapi nevertheless, I chose the robot question just for you. So dalam segmen 2 ni, serangan hendap oleh 2 kesatria. So sementara bala tentera Nazari yang dipimpin Cocytus menuju ke kota di Raja Beri, Caesar, Ainz dan Albedo diserang hendap Azus Aindra yang memakai armor of reinforcement. Tapi beliau nampaknya tak sekuat yang disangkakan. So adakah kelemahan perisai ini ada dalam jangkaan anda? Or are you, as you say, you were disappointed, but did you think that hari tu nampak power sangat? Hari ni sekali ketis.
Dia firstly memang a bit disappointing lah, sebab sekali tembok dah melayang dah. Macam like, I mean, it's expected that dia punya offensive power is not strong enough to go through Albedo punya defenses. Itu memang expected. But when the tumbuk dah melayang and macam like, it raises 2 questions. One, is this actually an item from Yggdrasil punya game world? Because if it's not, then the second question is, who can create this weapon? Which is created in the same way that Ainz can recognize as an Yggdrasil equipment. Because there might be the original hidden somewhere, and this is just a facsimile. It's a copy. Someone look at it like, let's make a copy of this. And then because it's a copy, it becomes inferior lah. Material tak sama ke apa ke.
Lagi tu aku terfikir is whether or not Albedo, as being a creation of the original 41 one of the 41 members, she is actually very powerful. But that's perhaps another answer lah. Why?
Also, there is also another possibility that kita ni yang mengharapkan sangat.
Albedo sama, yes, baby. Anyway, sorry.
The fact that dia panggil Albedo sama means dia nak serve under Albedo.
Yes.
So kita nak Albedo serve kita, so berbeza lah. Kita akan panggil dia Albedo Chan.
No problem by me.
I just want to add Albedo ni kan is the virgin Albedo. Dah kuat macam ni tau. If she's a non-virgin kan, she'll be much stronger. She can use the Bicon, and then dia punya power, boleh naik because she's an succubus.
Dia sendiri yang cakap, kalau aku ada Bicon tu kan, wah memang gila babi aku macam like,
boleh kejar.
Tak boleh. Aku demi Ainz sama, tak boleh. So like, okay. But anyway, aku rasa kita punya
dia macam armor yang level 80 to 90, lepas tu tak guna dah pakai.
That's the thing, because mungkin masa kita first nampak benda tu, kita as viewer, kita tengok, ni mereka Gundam tembak sekali pecah semua tu kan.
Dia pun lawan undead je pun, bukannya lawan NPC or Ainz kan.
So dalam kepala kita, the trap was, kita dah ingat, wah ni mecha mesti kuat kan. So mungkin kita dah fikir macam like, okay lah, this is like Gundam level mecha, so it must be very strong. Last tengok satu
yang tadi tu. Dia kata magic dia kuat apa, boleh keluar naga kilat dengan api yang banyak.
Okay, here's the thing. Kalau dari segi game design, usually kalau you ada artifact, benda-benda macam ni kan, dia takkan reach the level. Okay, kalau katakan you are level 60 when you user, it cannot give spells that level 60 punya magic caster can use. Dia mesti a few spells lower, a few levels lower. So kalau katakan dia ada Great Dragon power level 5 untuk magic ni, mungkin yang equipment tu mungkin bagi kau Great Dragon level 3. Contohnya, they cannot afford to bagi the same level where your equipment can match the level of a dedicated player. Kalau tidak, untuk apa player to level up all this time?
Because this is a good comment from Badrul Hisham. Armor dia dah kuat, tapi user dia yang lembik.
Possibly. There is a potential for that. Because kalau tidak, why would Ainz be like, benda ni pun ada. So kita tak sure. Adakah that is a genuine estimation or respect, ataupun dia macam like, is this actually, benda macam ni pun masuk dalam fantasy punya world. So there was no clear indication dalam the anime what is his perception of benda tu, which leads to what he actually decided to do lah in this episode.
Tapi mengikut Muhammad Yasir kan, Overlord ni lawan pakai level. Ya. Bukan guna power of friendship. Nakama.
Tak apa. It's true because
dia seorang-seorang.
Kalau you tengok, sorry?
Dia kan macam he wants to do it by himself. Remember, tapi dia ajak kat orang, ambil orang macam cakap tak nak. So dia pergi sendiri.
I mean the reason why he goes by the level punya concept is because a lot of the things dalam Yggdrasil is locked by level. So macam level sekian ni nak lawan level 70, nak lawan level 80, dia punya power difference is very significant. So setakat enemy yang kau farming level 60 dulu, nak lawan at level 80 memang no chance at all lah. That is dia punya the way they design Yggdrasil ni. Bukan macam setengah games like say Diablo. Actually Diablo 3 is a good example. Diablo 3 kalau you at level 69 dengan level 70 tak silap, the difference in power is significant to the point where macam like times 10 or something. It's really stupid punya jump. So kalau Yggdrasil uses the same logic, that means every 10 levels dia bukannya, kalau normally kalau 10 levels you akan agak macam ni lah kan, 10. Tapi the next 10, the power boost that you get at the next, katakan this is the first 10 your power level, you expect level 20 you naik lagi 10 lah kan. But it might be that at level 20 dia punya power level dah sampai sini tau. So it's not a linear punya line,
progression.
Dia tak ada straight line, tapi dia macam exponential growth. So that means no matter how you try to do, a level 10 cannot kill off a level, even level 60 pun dia tak boleh nak bunuh. It's impossible for them to kill. So that's why you boleh tengok reaction Ainz bila lawan certain enemy. Ini je ke yang kau bawa? Ini yang kau kata this is the strongest magic that you have? Benda ni aku dah lama tinggalkan belakang kot. In terms of nak experience pun dah tak boleh dapat anything worthwhile from that enemy. So that might explain why he is very focused on levels lah. Our friendship tu I disagree sikit, but it's mostly because semua serve Ainz, so there's no real friendship. So tapi antara dia punya server semua friendship ada.
Anri, have you got anything to add?
No ownership, no friendship, just ownership lah.
Ownership. So
because Albedo wants to be owned by Ainz. Shelter wants to be owned by Ainz, takut jadi perabot dia. Kalau kita semua sama, ownership.
Kesian Ainz.
Fuck friendship.
Fuck friendship. Anyway, okay. The way I'm wording this question is as if kita macam tak sampai lagi the third part of the anime. So just go with it lah. So di waktu Ainz pula diserang Riku, di waktu Ainz pula diserang Riku Aganea, seorang kesatria misteri bersenjata 4. Adakah anda sudah jangkakan sesuatu yang tak kena sedang berlaku? Silakan. I watch anime close to 3 decades lah. And a lot of the anime I watch is actually smart anime macam Kindaichi, all this detective kan. So I do catch some details lah. Ainz before the battle start, dia dengan Shelter, dia punya interaction was a bit non-consistent, iffy. I dah shot some things going on. It's all planned. And when I saw Ainz lawan dengan the Platinum Knight kan, I saw something that caught my eye yang I don't know if you want to tell me right now or later. Cakap je lah.
Do you know?
Later sekarang.
Okay, you showed tadi kan yang life size Ainz punya model kan?
Yes.
Okay, do you notice dekat dia punya ribcage kan ada macam yang bola merah tu kan?
Yep.
Okay, masa I don't recall seeing that masa dia dekat the battlefield tau. So I think that's the world item, and because the world item is not there, that means either Ainz remove it or that person is not Ainz. It's just macam clone something now.
Obviously kalau kita cakap pasal clone, as somebody who watches Overlord dah season 4, kita tahulah apa benda yang clone ni. Tapi we're gonna, kita segmen 2 ni actually because tak banyak sangat benda berlaku, so kita kalau nak pergi ke segmen ke-3 pun we will be doing it soon. Tapi just a bit of trivia lah. So as much as he's a clone ke apa, this clone can summon pretty much quite a lot of stuff that Ainz can do. So like for example the middle picture was that's the Doom Lord 10th year magic. So elemental skull. Tapi dalam light novel, elemental skull tu actually attack the knight, but dia dalam cerita, dalam anime dia cakap je what this elemental skull can do. Sorry, you want to say something?
Yeah, because you remember during the battle yang fight kan, Albedo had an easier time kan fighting not only Azuf kan, but both Azuf and Riku Agameya, because she has a world item on her. Ainz kan does not have only one world item that we know he has one, yang the red globe tu, I don't know what it is about lah, but that's one. Dia punya ring atau punya cloak, punya scepter, necklace, whatever it is, maybe contain other world items. So Ainz probably can not only the strongest character but also has the strongest world item because he's the leader of the guild. All the world items from 41 punya members tu semua pergi kat dia, and he has all of these multiple world items on his under his hand. So for him to be having that much trouble kan dengan the Platinum Knight during the trouble kan, I dah syak kan, okay, something's wrong. This is off.
And then dah lah dia cepat dia kau-tau kan macam that's a bit out of character. So I mean there was a few things lah yang menyebabkan kita suspect. I mean as I said, I've never read the light novel, tapi dalam wikia dia yang fandom tu, I did come across Ainz punya stats. Dia macam bagian attack semua poyo gila, tapi bagian magic defense, magic attack semua tu that's where his strength. Because he's a magic caster, so that's expected lah from him.
It's not just that tau. Dia punya mannerisms is slightly different. Dia tak ada macam like I am better than you punya mindset. Dia punya spells dia pakai pun macam like okay, greater body of Fulgen Barrel. This macam like itu je ke? Kau punya triplet maximized magic kau mana? Triplet maximized minds kau mana? Kau punya disguise MP punya amount kau mana? Kan kau kalau you compare dengan the spells that he used dengan Shaltier, macam like cala kata je kau ni, you know. And it's like dia ada satu delay teleportation or something like that. So if he's really trying to trap somebody, why is he not casting those? Ada satu spell aku tak silap, dia cast apa? Dimensional Anchor.
Tak ingat lah.
It prevented people from teleporting. Around him or something. To prevent Shaltier from teleport belakang dia buat
okay.
Something like that lah, tak silap.
Oh, you mean okay, aku tak ingat. Lagi aku tak ingat.
The amount of spells he cast to face Shaltier and opponent yang dia dah tahu, and the amount of spells he's using against opponent yang dia tak kenal, macam like cukup syarat je kau ni. Macam tak ada kau tak risau ke who is coming, right? Kau tak ada casting macam like detect life ke detect magic ke, you know, that kind of thing. I mean could be that he already has that as part of his equipment lah. But macam dia lawan pakai weapon bro. Tongkat tak apa-apa kan, macam like why are you not using like, you know, more level punya weapons? Just some tongkat biasa like
Anyway, ada komen sebelum kita nak pergi ke segmen yang seterusnya. So kita ada beberapa komen daripada Daus-Daus. Lama dah tak tengok anime. Last time layan anime Black Jack. Isn't that a long time ago? Wow. Salam hormat otai-otai semua. Saya otai umur je lah.
Tapi anime dah maju dah sekarang.
Yeah.
There's a lot of genres you can watch. I mean, we thought the 90s and early 2010s were great. Sampai sekarang 10 years further, I'm like, wow. I mean, even if kalau you nak tengok, if some of the Netflix punya production were very good. Arcane, the recent Cyberpunk 2077. There's quite a lot lah that is worth watching.
Anyway, ni pula Naoki tadi dia Cicak tak okay talking about me lah ni. Maksudnya aku suka Kyo Huko tapi tak suka Lizard Man. Actually part Lizard Man yang ada satu adegan tu aku geli sial, buat ekor dia berbelit. Aku pernah if you itu tak apa. Tak. Have you seen Cicak on the walls mating? That's what they do. They do that.
Bro, it's not Cicak, it's biawak sex.
Biawak sex.
Biawak.
I like to put this up again because I like the word and the phrase. Abido sama. I got one Sasuga figure tapi kan kena cancel. Adakah ini? Okay, we're gonna get to the next ni lah. Kita go to the next session and then because some of the comments yang diorang bagi ni relevant in the next sections.
Tak apa. Section 3 lah kita sembang.
In fact, section 3 aku rasa we can go ape shit and talk whatever. Okay. So sekarang kita ke segmen yang seterusnya.
Ada.
Yes. Sekarang segmen ketiga, exposition. So pretty much as I said lah, this is the bit where if I go kita dah tunjuk ni. It's this one. Exposition. So the first question actually going to Anri. We're going to talk. So serangan kedua-dua Azus dan Riku terhadap Ainz dan Albedo. So selain daripada mengutarakan persoalan mengapa peluang serangan HENDAP rupanya dibuat untuk menguji kehandalan Nazarick Stop 2 ni. So pada pendapat anda, apakah motif mereka berdua berbuat demikian, nak test power dekat these two Ainz dengan Albedo? Your opinion, please?
I think I mentioned this last segment. Because I said the main motive kan why you go into contact with Nazarick kan, especially with Ainz kan, is either you trying to kill him or get the intelligence to kill him tau. And this is what happened tau. The Platinum Dragon, he is trying to test waters, but he kalau boleh kan he wants to kill Ainz kalau at point tau, so they can just deal with the other Floor Guardians. Tapi dia tak sangka kan Albedo was so much stronger than Ainz. Yep. So he ingat, Ainz ni is actually the NPC, but Albedo is actually the player. Yeah, so he was gathering information. He knows about players and NPCs, but from all the punya acts and mannerism kan, he is not probably a player himself. Mungkin dia macam keturunan all those NPCs yang pernah serve the players. So
in fact, masa dia berbincang dengan Azus pun, Azus acknowledge player macam tak heran what the term meant. So Azus pun macam he knows what the concept of players is as well. So
because possibly Azuf kan, he never met a player or an NPC before.
Yeah, of course.
Di Platinum Dragon mungkin pernah jumpa atau pernah jumpa orang yang dekat, pernah interact. So dia punya, so he gives them more than the layman lah basically.
And then obviously from this overlay you can see lah that where Riku was. So essentially ni dia kira drone warfare lah. Dia bukan je datang pun, dia duduk kat rumah dia, working from home. So Syaz, have you got anything to add to Andri's question number 5 ni, serangan ni? Like, why do you think, what's their interest in this? Obviously dia macam Azus adalah the tie to Reaksi as being a bangsawan from there, but why is this Platinum Dragon involved?
The Platinum Dragon should be one of the 13 heroes of Legend lah. That's my speculation. The fact that he bawa himself with such nobility and all that means that he is fully aware of the implication of the villains and heroes and all that. So because dia ni dragon, we're not sure why he only sends that small unit. Mungkin sebab persecution against dragons, and yet he still wants to help the humans, the humanoid races. So he made that armor for himself lah, to manipulate by magic. That's why bila Ainz did hit points punya scan, a lot of the hit points punya ni, there is no magic, but there's hit points being reduced, which is probably dia punya the life force of the armor. Jadi dia kena imbue dia remote control armor, but since dia tak boleh nak transfer the magic, dia boleh bagi life force. I don't know how to explain, but it's, kalau dari segi RPG punya game mechanics, memang ada a lot of games where they guna life points instead of mana points.
Persona is one of them. Persona. Persona. Yeah, you have skills, you guna MP and HP.
Dia kena dua-dua sekali.
Most of the time, skills yang guna hit points tend to be more physical in nature. That's why it fits well dengan the Silver Knight punya skill set lah. Cuma I tak faham how they managed to do that force field thing. That stop Ainz, the fake Ainz from leaving the battlefield. But that could have been imbued part of the armor lah. So that is how they prevent people from coming in or from leaving the battlefield, so they can finish the job.
Okay.
So memang dia nak buat recon lah. The fact that dia tahu player and NPC is one of the reasons why dia nak buat an investigation first. That means dia tak show himself yet because dia tak tahu who is up against. And the only reason dia hantar the Silver Knight instead of himself going to battle is because dia dah tengok there's a lot of weird things happening, and he probably faced players before. That means mungkin sebab Ainz was the last to leave the server. Kan? The last to leave the server.
No, he didn't leave the server. He was in the server. When he took off.
He intended to leave lah because he might get kicked out, but then I'm still here.
So dia punya guild was the one who was still active until that point of time.
Oh yes.
Meaning there could have been other guilds that wanted to leave the game but got drawn into this place instead. That means kan, it could have been that the entire Yggdrasil punya server, game server, the moment you want to the most powerful character of a guild ke apa ke nak keluar, they get sucked into this world instead. Because it's very simple. You don't know who the players are except for the game admins. So bila game admin tak reveal who the players are and they get sucked into this world, the rest of the world wouldn't know. And let's be honest lah, orang yang main MMORPG ni typically bukan orang yang ada keluarga. Kalau dia ada keluarga, they will play less hours and they will not be successful or as long term punya guild as Ainz or any of the second, third, fourth, fifth guilds. Dia mesti akan very deep into the game. So that could have been one of the tie-in to the magical punya ni lah. Binding masuk this world from the game server.
Interestingly kan, kita dah season keempat ni, berbanding macam katalah Sword Art online kan, at least kita boleh nampak not interaction but kita boleh nampak the angle of the story from say the game developer punya perspective tau, because they were doing things that causing problems to the players and all that. Game kita Overlord ni sampai sekarang 16 volume of light novel, not nothing. Tak ada macam meanwhile in Tokyo like the chairman of the Yggdrasil game are actually trapping all these players. So it'll be quite interesting to see why did Ainz end up in this place after the server ended. Anyway,
I think it's better that it is left as it is. It means it is a magical element that is out of control of the admin punya side. So that means mungkin in real life, Ainz the player has been force removed from the game. Tapi Ainz punya consciousness and all his knowledge of what he understands to be Yggdrasil be magically transported into the Isekai punya world. But why are there lower level creatures which are assumed to be like, wow, this principle of whatever angel is kuat gila babing? Because that is the mental image that lower level players yang dah kena caught by the same magic brought to this world. So aku punya level, aku baru level 40 punya player. I will look at this angel principality or whatever, macam like, oh ni gila babi ni, kalau aku jumpa terus mati kan. So that was the magic that they brought along. That was their understanding of Yggdrasil, the level 40 player. But not understand the level 100 punya player punya worldview tau of the game.
Yelah.
So when this dragon tengok, there is somebody who is just smashing things which is like the previous players when they brought this magic to this world. This world super powerful relics, super powerful magics. Kan? Macam like the red mecha ni kan. It could have been a mid-tier level 50-60 punya item.
Yeah, walaupun Yggdrasil it's not top, as you say, top tier, probably barang pertengahan like RM10 really instead of RM1,000 or whatever.
A level 60 punya item. So when the level 60 punya player arrive to this world ahead of Ainz punya current time ni, that thing was like, wow, gila babi lah. So of course this guy would know, because at that point of time benda ni kuat. So when somebody new shows up on this world and completely just sepak ke tepi je benda-benda macam ni, he has to investigate lah.
Actually, there are a few comments which I'm keeping on hold first. So yang penonton di rumah jangan ingat saya ignore, tapi saya nak macam fit everything in according to our discussion. So because I think masih lagi kan overlay ni, because for this segment I got 3 questions. So this is question number 6. So sewaktu perbincangan debriefing ni dekat hutan luar season ni. So Riku atau Sa as Azus called him, kalau siapa boleh ingat season 2 ke season 3, kita dah tengok dia in the same building. That's where he is. I think I have mentioned also, dia berada di Auckland Council State, negara yang paling utara sekali. It's the negara yang pretty much controlled by demi-humans. It's the negara yang masa Brain Unglaus dengan dia punya sword place school were planning to, we think we can bring these children and bring them out, escape from Reaksi, because Auckland Council State actually is sympathetic to them, so that they can bring those kids out. So basically, what was I gonna say? Yes. So we've seen him before, and he was talking to this old lady called Rigrid. So basically, lepas ni I'm going to mention a few things we mungkin consider spoiler, but I don't think it's going to affect. Tak adalah macam, oh mampu apa aku cakap, tapi macam it's already hinted. I mean, there's a few bits about these two characters which we'll mention about, but this is leading to your question actually. So, since kita nak theorize, obviously masa dia duk borak tu, I remember when the camera is focused on him as the dragon, that tak salah aku, untuk aku that's him monologuing. That's not him talking to Azus. Azus tak dengar apa dia kata tu, tapi he's been saying a few things in which one of the reasons is also, if he had said this to Azus, was what was he saying? I don't think Azus is up to this machine, this armor. Why don't I just kill him and get somebody else to wear it? So he's having a monologue, so trying to figure things out. So apa teori anda? Siapa sebenarnya Riku atau this dragon Sa ni? Well, if you have any ideas, Silakan.
Dia punya teori Brazil yang paling jauh lah.
Yokohama.
Also actually a player.
Huh?
This dragon is also actually another player. Itu teori yang paling jauh lah. Because for you to tak terkejut dengan this flying armor, have a way to control equipment using magic and all that, and the fact that you so casually can mention is a player or NPC means that you are one or two potential things lah. You sama ada player daripada Yggdrasil, or you dah kenal somebody from Yggdrasil. So kalau nak sambung daripada teori gila tadi yang kita discuss, this could be one of the level 50-60 players which Ainz punya group tak pernah jumpa, because I mean the server is big, and if you're at level 100, you're aiming high, you're not looking down, kan? So mungkin dia teleported, he himself is a player that transported as a guild to become the 13 warriors. And one of the 13 heroes was using this mecha. But because dia dragon as dia punya avatar, so the rest all were humanoid characters maybe. So semua dah mati out of old age, tinggal dia seorang lah. That's why dia tak kisah pun siapa pilot mecha ni, as long as someone who is capable. And it does not look like this playboy guy is as good as Tony Stark guna Iron Man punya suit. He's like nowhere near. So that's why macam like aku cari je lah pilot baru, because to him it's just another relic. It could be his entire guild 13 players tu became the 13 heroes because they came in at an earlier time, because they decided, okay, we're about to leave the server, so long, we're disbanding the guild. Boop, that whole server, that whole guild kena tarik masuk this planet, this world as a group. So that is why they have all this knowledge of player and this one. Tapi tinggal dia seorang, sebab dia lah karakter yang paling lama hidup sebab dragon kan.
Yalah.
Padahal dalam Yggdrasil mungkin it's just another avatar ke apa kan, but bila dah transport ke sini, kau punya player character punya avatar adopts the characteristics of what you chose to be lah. Kalau dragon long life lah.
Itulah. So, Anri, have you got anything to add? Or I guess if you've read stuff, then perhaps we'll kind of, I guess we'll spill the beans. But try not to eat too much beans.
I agree to a certain degree dengan Shaz lah, but I don't think Sa is a player. I think he's someone in connection to the player and NPCs lah. Because the dragon actually now probably macam level 90 tau, because Ainz or fake Ainz kan, dia dah measure the power yang when they were fighting, right? Oh, this guy punya power armor dengan semua output kan is consistent with a level 90 punya player. So he is that tahap lah. Ainz is 100 and he has been 100 for a very long time tau. So he had a lot of things going on for him lah. But this dragon is like a level 80, 90. And I think dia ni possibly a descendant of either the NPC or the players. So a descendant as in mungkin anak murid, atau possibly maybe the player kan appeared in this world kan like 200 years earlier than Ainz, and they died of old age, maybe because he appeared as a human or an elf kan, and they actually aged until long sampai dia punya hayat expired lah. Jangka hayat expired.
Okay.
So that's my take lah.
You take. Actually, I'm just going to do this now. I think we can talk about it, in my opinion, because seeing how this, ada banyak komen-komen yang very interesting. Actually, sementara I do this, I will answer the comments as well. Okay, first of all, this is the Platinum Knight, Sa, or the name Riku, because the thing is, I have a feeling, as usual, as we know, it's Overlord, dia tak akan animate everything in the light novel. dalam komen ni ada banyak benda-benda yang I think some of them have read the light novels and mentioning certain names. Because kita pun tengok macam how at the end of the monologue Sa kata, he hinted kan, dia kata, oh, Rigo Agania just some human name that I picked up. But at the end of his monologue, when he looked up at the sky kan, he said, I've now dirtied my hands. It's implying that this Riku isn't a made up name. It's somebody he knew, that is an actual person or being or whatever. So basically dalam komen ni nampak it's a bit of an extension of that. So itu aku punya pemahaman. I've not actually gone to the Wikia to read more about it because I think when I put down the word Riku Agania, I couldn't find anything more specific. So Sa ni is short for Saindorokusu Vaishyon. It's a platinum dragon. Dia ahli council, rasa macam majlis perbandaran, Aglan Council State dekat utara, as I mentioned. And I think we can tell this lah. Dia bekas ahli 13 heroes yang pernah menumpaskan Majin atau the evil deities 200 yang lampau. Bila benda macam ni kan, aku macam, I think I've alluded to this in a few Bedah sessions before, whether or not time flows in a different way in the new world, because game ni 26 tahun dekat planet ni, when the Japanese company created Yggdrasil, and yet to the people here, the first bunch of allegedly players, at the moment it's still theories if I'm not mistaken, so siapa kat chat want to say otherwise, by all means please say so. So it is said that these evil deities are actually players. So Sa, as a native, he's not a player, he's wary lah of these people coming in from outside causing havoc in his land, because they can just go in like what Ainz is doing lah, masuk, oh sikit kena kacau, aku hancurkan korang. So the balance of powers are not exactly, he doesn't like it lah when people outside. So beliau berpendapat kewujudan player Yggdrasil di dunia baru ni adalah ancaman besar. So I think, I mean obviously following that is his motive, why he's coming all the way from, in fact he had noticed all these little skirmishes. Masa dia jumpa Regret tu, he's like, something's happening, something that we've not seen for the past 200 years. So they were suspected dah something's happening similar to what it was 200 years ago. So just a quick one, Feiyu dia nama Yamano Ijin. He's done a few beat roles in Hunter x Hunter, Slam Dunk, Code Geass. But interestingly, in Cho Roboto Seimetai Transformer Micron Densensen, it's a Transformers series in Japan. Guess who he is? Starscream and Shockwave. Oh God, Syaz yang tahu the line. I can't remember again. This is apa? Huh? Coronation? This is
what?
This is what?
Bad.
This is bad comedy.
Yeah.
So yeah. So a few comments was that Dragon ni ada kaitan dengan Dragon Kingdom tak? Actually kan, Dragon Kingdom masa kita
tak nampak lagi kan. So actually part ni I knew a few bits, but I think it's going to tell a bit too much more lah. Then this is another comment was I think alluding to what we were talking about just now, macam tak cukup material je nak buat season 5 because whether somebody asked season 4 ni dah catch up dengan light novel ke? Dia tak catch up lagi. We are now on volume 14, and as alluded by somebody, tahun ni keluar 15 and 16. Nanti dalam bahagian harapan saya akan mention a few more things yang saya dapat tahu daripada peminat hardcore Overlord yang any tuber. There's a few pieces of information that I found from at least watching their videos. But where was the video? Soalan dari Naoki ni saya tertarik sikit lah. Dia kata, maaf. Soalan ni going to the next one. I think we go to the next question lah. The next question is it's a bonus question. Either of you can answer first. Is this one? So, Ainz di medan perang rupa-rupanya
surprise, dilakonkan Pandora's actor. So adakah beliau terlalu tergesa-gesa mengalah dengan Riku tu, atau adakah serangan Riku benar-benar boleh mencederakan Ainz? Well, obviously while he is a doppelganger, he has, apart from his basic level of defense, dia tak sama dengan Ainz, tapi macam tak nampak gaya macam, is he just saving himself, or is it because the Platinum Dragon can actually hurt him? So anybody can want to shoot first?
I think it's more of a decoy. Dia tengah beli masa for Albedo to show up. Because dia macam ni tau. Because for one thing, because he's not confident enough in his defenses lah. Because dia dah kena semua spell and creatures yang dia cast on the silver, the platinum knight ni kan. Dia macam tak ada effect tau. So dia dah worried, partly to save his life and so to buy time. Because Albedo is clearly stronger. And juga he is counting on the fact that ini budak ini karakter yang baik. So karakter yang baik mungkin akan termakan lah dengan the groveling technique. Groveling technique ni memang is a standard thing that penakut akan to save themselves. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. If it serves a dual purpose, satu untuk back for his life, and kedua is to get Albedo to attack lah. Memang dia penanti-nantikan pun.
Itulah, Albedo datang macam itu yang benda yang interesting masa dalam monolog tu. Dia kata, is Albedo the player? Is this Ainz the NPC? But I think because dia tengok at face value, because if it was the real Ainz would have teleported out no problem and pecah the barrier. So
Ainz will have just destroyed that armor.
Pardon? Oh yeah, he will do that as well. But the thing is, dia nampak
the armor already. Because you imagine kalau the estimation dia boleh nampak hit points tu tau. So kalau dia just guna a simple barrier spell pun dah about 1/3 of your life force dah turun.
Yes, you're right.
How are you going to stand up against a full might Ainz?
Exactly.
And then the amount of spells dia pakai pun, yang Effulgent Barrel tu pun kena pakai 2 kali.
Yes, you're
That
right.
means the level that he's using, I assume that when the caster level is higher, the barrel, Effulgent Barrel tu will get stronger lah. So in this case, that single attack was more than enough to break through dia punya defenses. So he had to cast the spell again to absorb another hit.
Yep.
Aku rasa kalau Ainz, the real Ainz was there, memang habis lah.
And there'll be a very short episode.
Yeah. So aku rasa dia pun
no season 5
pun memang sengaja suruh dia ni keluar. And you know, just don't die. And just get whatever you can, and then just come back. That's it.
True that. Anri, have you got any thoughts?
If Ainz was there instead of Pandora's actor, right? Dia bukan saja boleh kalahkan the Platinum Knight. He would have destroyed the barrier easily without much effort. You also understand kan, among the Floor Guardians kan, orang yang paling dekat nak bunuh Ainz kan is Sheltier. Kekuatan Albedo ni kan is when it comes to macam attack power kan, dia sama dengan Demi-Urge, and these both kan are strong, tapi dia punya attack power tak sekuat macam Sheltier. Bawah tu could be Cocytus and the twins and maybe Sebastian, because that's how the ranking for the Floor Guardians work lah. We don't know about Pestroya yet, we don't know about Nigredo semua. But you have to understand, Nigredo, so we put this into context. Albedo yang tak sekuat Sheltier kan can destroy the barrier with 1 hit tau, and then serang hampir bunuh the Platinum Knight, and she tumbuk Azuf kan. I felt dia punya attack macam it's like tofu tau. So the power gap is already that big tau, and she's like level 100 Floor Guardian, not 100 Guildmaster Lich Lord or whatever it is lah.
This is quite a good comment by Naoki, by the way. barrier can be destroyed by world item, which I guess alluding to what you were saying lah. Because as you said, Irons didn't it's a fake Iron, so he wouldn't have the item, but Albedo does.
Actually makes a lot of sense. I'm not sure kalau this was sebab dia dah baca light novel or not. Tapi kalau katakan tidak, it's actually a good guess. Sebab dia tak boleh nak run through the barrier when he tried to run away first.
Pandora's actor kan ada satu skill kan. Albedo lah. Pandora's actor has this one skill where he can mimic apa the person yang dia target tau. In this sense kan, dia target Ainz, so he gets around like 80% of his stats and dia punya latent skills. So the partner is fighting him 80% without apa Ainz punya enhancements and world item lekat kat badan dia tu, the red orb. Maybe that's why you don't see the red orb when he was fighting the Platinum Knight.
Betul lah.
That form kan, it's actually a fake form with 80% of his stats kan. Itu pun dia kata I cannot kill this fucker lah.
Okay. Aku nak tanya soalan yang memalukan sebagai an albedo sim. What's the world item on her? Dia orang cakap kat pinggang. What is it? Which one?
Heart.
Itu cara kau pegang tu dodgy je. Anyway.
I don't know. We haven't seen it. I can't remember.
Anybody in the chat? So tapi itulah because mula-mula I thought it was that, but itu benda lain. That is to ward off any attack on her. Remember whenever she goes around, she carries the scepter yang ada bola terbang tu kan? Tapi
that's to protect her from. No, that's to protect her from getting control. Macam shelter Ulasan.
Macam shelter. Yeah, that's it. So Muhammad Yasir cakap tak cerita lagi. Okay, thank you.
But it does make sense lah. Why Sar the Dragon will be like, mungkin Albedo is the player and Ainz is the NPC.
Yeah.
Because there is one good way for you to keep yourself alive by putting yourself in the background. Just like Amidala dekat Star Wars kan. Dia Queen depan tu is the fake. Dia tipu je.
Belum cerita lagi tapi I think this is not going to spoil. I think it's a name, but the name sounds very funny. This is what it's called. Aku dulu belajar kat Seremban. Ada jalan Datuk Siamang Gagap. Dia saudara dengan Kinun Gagap. Sorry, bad joke.
Why she always gagap depan Ainz?
Joe uncle. Sorry. Anyway, pasal kita dekat Pandora's actor ni, actually you might have heard of this guy. So, anyway, NPC doppelganger ciptaan Ainz sendiri, apparently it was created by Ainz when Ainz was going through a Chunibyo phase. Gila punya juvenile bila terfikir if Ainz was going through a Chunibyo phase. Dia area guardian, abang kawasan, dia bukan floor guardian, yang mengendali hal ehwal keuangan Nazarik. So dia Minister of Finance. Dan mengambil tempat Ainz apabila diperlukan, as you well know. So dia punya Seiyu is this guy called Miyano Mamoru. He's very well known. Girls like him because he's good looking, he's very tall. In fact, he's got a very silky voice that kalau kau tengok TV program Jepun yang ada dia, a lot of the host lelaki cakap, can you whisper in my ear, benda-benda bodoh macam bila air dah pasang dah, air panas, betul dia bodoh gila. Because in fact macam gila punya, dia macam everything lah, dia kata macam hari ni makan apa, tapi dia buat dengan suara dia kan, the host will start hugging him. Tak kisahlah perempuan atau lelaki, so out of character, but he's a funny guy. Kalau tengok dalam any of the Seiyu programs, he's very funny. He's Gil Thunder from Seven Deadly Sins. Peminat Bungo Stray Dogs, he's Dazai Osamu. Steins Gate, he's Okabe Rintaro. And we're going to see him in as Doma, the Upper Moon 2 in the upcoming Kimetsu no Yaiba. I mean, we've seen him in season 2, but I don't think he's not in season 3, but you'll see him later on lah. But that's him lah. He's a quite versatile actor. Now, have you got any comments daripada, sebelum tu saya nak padam ni dulu. Get rid of the Okay. So, kita ada komen-komen daripada kan episod 2 dia cakap kalau ada item yang terbang tu dia tak akan brainwash. Oh, that's the gagap thing. Yes, dia suara Steingate. Yes. Death Note L. I can't remember, but probably because saya tak tengok anime.
I can't remember.
I need to look out. Aku tak boleh buka Google, nanti sekarang aku punya komputer ni lembab sikit. Tapi aku rasa ada lagi soalan-soalan yang menarik. Tadi banyak lah, tapi I think we've answered a lot of it. I think some of these comments yang macam very very spoilery. So macam sesiapa yang terbaca chat tu at your own risk lah. Okay. So kita dah layan komentar dan juga beberapa soalan dari penonton rumah. So sekarang kita ke bahagian terakhir segmen harapan untuk season 4 episode 12, which is coming up only this week. Okay, right. So segmen harapan untuk episode 12. Yang bertajuk Invasion of the Royal Capital, Oto Shinko. So kali ni aku nak try buat pula so Syaz, you're off the hook. Sebelum segmen ini diteruskan, apa kata kita saksikan teaser trailer untuk Overlord season 4 episode 12. We'll just have to react after this lah ya. Okay, here we go.
ティナとティアの毒殺教室。パチパチパチ。1、まず高級な茶葉を用意する。育ちがいい人も騙せる。2、茶葉を大量に使ってお茶を入れる。ポイントは毒薬の匂いを消すこと。3、対象にお茶を飲ませる。怪しまれないよう自然にやる。次回、王と進行。これで鬼ボスもイチコロ。
Harapan saya untuk episod 12 adalah saya ingin melihat bagaimana bala tantera Nazarik yang diketuai Cocytus, Aura dan Mare akan menyerang kota Reaksi. So guys, what are your thoughts? Let me just change the muka Syaz kena tutup. Syaz, any harapan?
I'm hoping that they will finish the kingdom lah in the next episode. Sebab macam the king pun macam dah tak nak hidup, ya kan? Macam dah
anak dia pun tak ada. Sedih sih. I feel sorry for the kingdom.
This scene makes me quite excited because they've been hinting this in the anime intro.
Yes.
And dia akan tunjuk Brain akan lawan dengan Cocytus. But I didn't expect it to be like, a full-on fight. I thought it would be like training fight apa ke.
Wah.
Tapi yang aku sedih is because he's not using
raise the edge.
He's not using the legendary weapon. Meaning dia akan mati lah.
Yeah.
Itulah.
He's going to die. Because sebab dia tak lawan Ainz.
Yeah.
Ainz might have spared him. Tapi Cocytus is under orders and Cocytus doesn't care for human lives.
Yeah, and Cocytus pun tak tahu cerita belakang and why should he care kan.
About the only thing that might change this is tiba-tiba the red mecha datang or the platinum mech datang, selamatkan dia, lepas dia lari. Itu je lah.
Yeah.
But I have no doubt he will lose. Cuma aku nak tengok Cocytus, macam mana Cocytus lawan. Sebab Cocytus is a defensive tank punya design.
Betul.
Dia main kalau dalam raiding punya party, dia lah yang betul-betul kat depan the raid boss. Dia lah akan absorb all the hits, or among the few depan yang akan absorb the hits dulu. So they will have the highest hit points and the highest defense. So how is he going to fight? Because usually this type of characters dia orang tak terror sangat lawan, but they will just, kau nak bunuh dia tak boleh sebab hit point yang banyak sangat.
Anri, your thoughts?
I have a few expectations for next episode lah. I expect the king kan nak pergi dekat ledge kan, and then he would do some bullshit move macam the Lord of the Rings lah, yang the steward of Gondor kan, run, save yourself, apa, drop your weapons, leave your positions, run, save yourself, sampai, and then Renner pergi belakang dan hempuk dia, apa, macam apa Gandalf tau, do some. But I don't think that will happen lah. But what will happen kan, I want to see the kingdom died and the king died as per properly lah. Kena bunuh whatever it is lah. I want to see conclusion to dia punya lives, and I want to see what happened to Princess Renner, dia punya fate after the fall of the kingdom tau. If she's going to be an agent of Nazarick, or will Nazarick pay her services with macam punishment because Nazarick doesn't take well to traitors, but Renner could be different. Maybe it's because she has no allegiance to the kingdom in the first place, so maybe be different. And Brain lawan dengan Cocytus kan, most likely he would die because Cocytus mungkin dapat arahan daripada Ainz kan. Okay, the Razor's Edge is with Brain Unglaus. Defeat him, recruit him if you can. If not, kill him and get me that weapon lah.
Get me the sword.
Yeah.
I'll hide it away so that nobody will be able to use it to fight me.
Yeah, because he already has the armor. It's in the camp lah. Right now he wants the sword for the full package. And if Brain survive, maybe he lose an arm and then got carried off away, macam like Shaz kata lah, by the Red Mag or those Blue Roses lah, whatever it is lah. Dia punya pertarungan tak akan sampai dengan shelter lah this episode. I don't think that will happen lah. If it happens, then definitely he'll die. Shelter is still stronger than him by a mountain.
Dia macam I'm curious that you mention Rainer because sebab how Rainer punya character tak fully explore lagi tau. You nampak dia macam like she has that creepy side to her, tapi never fully revealed yet. So kalau dia join Nazarick on the account that she's actually evil at heart, and like, I just nak minta favor satu je, handsome boy ni biar saya jaga. Other than that, I will do what you want.
You mean what? Climb.
Dia suka kot Mamat tu for whatever reason lah.
Dia tengok macam pet dia. Kan masa dia borak dengan Albedo masa episod 2 tu kan, they were talking because Albedo cakap, oh I'm in love with Ainz, I punya climb. Because macam like just now Anri was alluding to the fact that macam apa, because like dalam Ainz is a bit, you know, aku orang jahat dan aku akan evil. Macam he would react the way that he did now after seeing Zenek dah kena bunuh kan. Tapi kalau macam he reacted that way to those traitors because those traitors were against people yang you know yang for him okay lah, nampak gayanya this guy got some noble way to get about things and he's going to be to radar that is going to get killed and all that. But unlike on the other hand, I think Renner is pretty much doing you know, Nazarick's work for them, so she will be rewarded. So I don't think that she's going to be
because
penalized.
She was cooperating before the fall of the kingdom tau.
Exactly. God knows what else she's done. Kan.
And Mare pula kan, I expected her in next episode kan to actually show us how she does a battle. Dia control beasts, monsters and animals, and I think a few episodes back kan, Ainz kasih her authority to control all the frost dragons now. So maybe we'll see them in action next episode. So that's my expectations lah. I would say I want to see more MILF, but I don't think that will happen lah.
Itulah MILF pun semua dah macam kurus je. Apa itulah just before we end today's nice session, today we're not going crazy. Actually last week we finished here and then we went to talk about another anime, but because aku hari ni tak ada cerita apa, so we will be doing that. Nak boleh aje tapi tak. Tapi ni tak. Okay, in the course of the week, I tend to listen in the car pasang YouTube. Tanpa tengok YouTube, saya drive saya tak nanti kena langgar orang.
Sure.
Betul lah buat macam podcast. So there's a few YouTubers yang quite good with regards to Overlord. Satu YouTuber is, I think somebody dalam chat pernah recommend this Indonesian YouTuber. Minta maaf saya lupa nama YouTuber ni, tapi saya dah dengar. Tapi saya juga ikut this Australian, dia punya nama Espiritu. Lagi satu ada this German. Dia punya nama dia panjang because dia tulis in German letters as well. Dia kalau suara dia masa dia kata, "Oh, I like to thank my Patreon .. Because nama orang tu sengkang. I think dia punya every time when he announce those names, it's all pre-recorded. Because tadi suara dia lain. But suddenly, I would like to thank my Patreon .. Biasalah bila kau ada follower bagi kau duit, kau kenalah announce nama diorang kan. Tapi volume 15 dan 16 is just about to come out by on in Japan from Kadokawa. And apparently Maruyama Kogane dah menyatakan hasrat dia nak habiskan by volume 18. Okay, so take this with a pinch of salt. So ini benda ni biasalah discussion. Tapi pasal these people yang saya ikut ni, saya try cuba tak nak ambil Palataus as my source of information, but because this guy has actually done several predictions in the past, and he's not just prediction, he knows his stuff lah. So basically 18. Dan masalahnya juga seperti mana kita tengok, dia buat satu prediction ni yang kita pun dah boleh predict, which is bila season 5 nak keluar. Kalau between season 3 dengan season 4, kita kena tunggu 2018, I think 4 tahun. Because by all means, that's correct, because we need to wait for the time when Kogane, Maruyama-san finishes writing those the novels. Because actually between season 2 and 3, dekat je, it's in the same year. 6 bulan ke difference. I think because at that time, the novels were already there anyway. So now that we are doing volume 14, nak habiskan volume 14. So volume 15 and 16, so 17, 18 kalau betul nak bagi habis season 5 as the final season, that it won't be out next year, it won't be out the next kalau 2026 saya tak heran kalau dia keluar.
Season ni berapa line novels
ni? Volume 14
saja satu.
Tak, actually masa kita start tu itu volume 11. Oh, you have to bear in mind there's this film that's coming out next year.
Yes,
which is the Holy Kingdom War. So that's volume 13 and 12 and 13, sorry. So kan itu ada time skip kan between yang suddenly Philip nak decide nak curi itu bantuan daripada Nazarik kepada Holy Kingdom, Robles Holy Kingdom. And then just a short summary without trying to tell you what the full story is. Basically, the Holy Kingdom diserang Jaldabaoth. Macam what happened to Reaksi. You know, they're doing all these fake battles lah again. So we'll see what happen lah. So
there be about four novels this season campur dengan the movie lah.
Okay, kalau just the novel saja, hari tu aku dah tulis dah. Tak ingat, tapi I think it's just volume 11 dan volume 14 je this season. Volume 12 dan 13 will be the film. Then
mungkin they might make it 2 more seasons. 15 and 16 satu season. Then the finale, the last 2 light novels will be the last season lah.
Yeah. Mengikut sumber SP32 juga that siapa tu, ini betul ke tak, siapa dekat chat yang lebih tahu, Arif, so boleh tolong komen kan, yang actually Maruyama-san has a day job.
Dia lah yang sebenarnya.
Dia ada day job. As much, so this is the thing, as much as this thing got an anime, ada merch, dia punya figure-figure dia bukannya murah. And because of season 4, because I'm a as you can see, I'm a fan of plastic. Berapa banyak dah new figures of Albedo being released, and then they've got a bunch of Pleiades. They've got Lupus Regina coming out. They've got Shizu coming out, and they are like in over 18,000 yen. You know, okay, fine lah. I'm not saying that the author will get 5,000 yen from each sales, but the thing is, I got a feeling he's gonna get peanuts lah. Kadokawa will get the lion's share of any.
Yeah,
profit.
Kadokawa loves money, like Disney and all other companies.
And then ini menyimpang sikit. Have you read the news? What happened recently? Kadokawa punya boss kena tangkap rasuah pasal Olympic 2020 Tokyo, involving a few belas million yen. I'm like, okay, the company will go on, but hari tu Ufotable punya boss, tapi ini individual punya issues lah, nothing to do with the company, but it's like, aduh, okay, benda macam ni bos korang duk buat hal yang the people that matter, where's my money? Why I'm not very, I don't know. So itulah, so it'll be a while lah before we see season 5. Biar keluar lambat asal tak buruk sangat CGI. Actually the CGI for the previous one memanglah nampak macam ni sikit, jaring sikit, tapi this time not too bad lah. Kenapa tak ada Pestonia figure?
The Goblin Army tu yang jaring sangat.
Itulah. Kenapa? Saya personally tak minat. Saya buatlah lebih Albedo. Anyway, sampai jadi pingsan. I bought another Albedo figure. Anyway, other than the one that I received. So, have you guys got any other comments or words to say about episode 11?
Tak ada. None actually. It was an episode hambar, so tak banyak benda nak discuss.
Itulah.
Yeah, it's an action episode, but action is not that intense lah.
Yeah, I was expecting more actually, because daripada trailer masa kita tengok last week macam gonna be fight, tapi tengok jadi macam goose chase kejar dia, and then kita pun tak nampak sangat apa Albedo buat to Azus, because let's hear him talk first, but kan nak tunjuk lah ada belasah ke apa, betul kan? Dah ada state dia datang selamatkan Pandora Sector, like what happened mate? Anyway, so we also don't have any other new question from chat. So nampaknya kita dah tiba di penghujung sesi bedah kita malam ni untuk episode 11, dan diharapkan anda semua di rumah terhibur. Kepada anda yang baru ke sesi kami, sekali lagi jangan lupa untuk melanggan, berkongsi dan klik butang like untuk kedua laman YouTube STOMACHOFCHAOS dan BUZZPOPTV, laman pop culture suka ramai Malaysia. So terima kasih kerana sudi bersama kami, dan kepada rakan panelis saya hari ini, Otsukarya sama Deshta, kepada Syaz dan Anri
Kuroyasumi.
Anyway, dan saya Kudo Marizu, Ijo desu. Mata tore. Bye guys.